Good evening, everyone, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
My name is Landon Jeray Morgan, and I'm here with my beautiful wife again.
I'm Rotunda Morgan.
And you're
Good
tuned
evening.
in to another episode of Living More with the Morgans. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And this is the Christmas edition. That's why we got it all festive, you guys. We got it. We got the snow going in the back. We got our red on. We got our black on. We got our green going. It's the most beautiful time of the year.
It is,
dig it, dig it, dig it. So you guys, we want to make sure that you can hear us and everything is coming across clean and crisp and clear on your side. So if it's not, please hit us up in the comments and let us know. And right now we're on several different channels all through social media. And right now, excuse me, you probably tuned in on our Facebook page, and you can find us on Facebook at Living More with the Morgans, Living More Morgans on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, be sure to go over there to youtube.com/Living More Morgans. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for more notifications on when we're going to be coming live and direct to you on YouTube. And then we're also on Twitter. We're on Periscope. Elon Musk may be leaving Twitter, so Twitter may be getting better, you guys.
Good.
And so if you're on Twitter, you can find us on twitter.com/Live More Morgans again. And then we're also on Instagram. We're not live on Instagram just yet, but you can follow us on Instagram, and we do follow back. And you can find us on Instagram.com/Living More Morgans. And so we're all over YouTube. And right now we're on our page, my page, live on YouTube. And we're also on my wife's page. So all the friends of my wife, y'all can hit her up on her page.
Please.
All my people on my page, you can hit me up on my page, or you can do whatever you want to do. But we everywhere right now. And so like I said earlier, you put them children to bed, or you fed them some ramen noodles, put them to bed.
Don't give them no ramen noodles.
Give them some ramen noodles.
It's too much salt.
Put some hot sauce on it. Put some hot sauce on the ramen noodles.
Too much salt in that.
Nah, that's some good eating. But yo, you can put them to bed. This is going to be an adult-friendly conversation tonight. Why? Because we're going to be talking about Christmas and all kinds of stuff. But again, if you're on our social media platforms, we just want to make sure that we're coming across live and direct. Everything is crystal clear with the audio and with the visuals. And if it's not, hit them comments. Let us know ASAP. Why? Because we want to do things in excellence. You dig what I'm saying? We want to do things in excellence. We want to make sure that everything is coming across, that you can understand it. We can, we can verbalize what we need to verbalize on this show, Living More with the Morgans. And so if you can't hear us, hit us in the comments and let us know. If you can't see us, hit us up in the comments ASAP and let us know, you guys. And so again, we thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if this is your first time tuning in to Living More with the Morgans, we definitely want to welcome you. And you can also visit our Facebook page and our YouTube channel for past episodes of Living More with the Morgans. You can start from the beginning and work your way all the way up like y'all do on Netflix, right? Y'all find them movies, or y'all find them television shows on Netflix, and y'all go all the way back to the beginning. You can do the same thing with us, and that way you can kind of get an idea of who we are, what we're about. This podcast is about married folk, married people. That's who we are. We're people of faith. We're people of life. We love life. We love to travel. We love to do things. We love to do more. And we're just trying to live this life like everybody else. We're trying to, until the wheels fall off, you guys. And so that's what it's about. And we're about encouraging people, business, entrepreneurship, just the whole gamut, right? We want to bring that positivity because we got enough negativity out there.
That's right.
I mean, every time I look up on social media, I'm seeing people just wilding out right now.
Right.
And so we're going to bring some good news to you, good tidings in this holiday season. And today's episode, you guys, Yuletide vibes only. Yuletide, not Yuletide, but Yuletide vibes only, right? And you may be asking, I know some of my black folks are acting like, what is Yuletide? Yuletide simply is just another word for Christmas season, right? Christmas holiday season. And people need to understand right now that it's red and green and white around here for a reason. And we understand and we know that Jesus is the reason for the season, right? So if you're a believer, if you're not a believer, if you're a person of a different religion, it's all love, baby. It's all love. We include you in this love. It's not about shunning people. It's not about putting fences around us and saying this is our holiday. No, we're going to celebrate this for everybody, with everybody. But this is about the birth, that we celebrate the birth of Jesus. You dig what I'm saying?
Amen.
And so some people are like, man, Jesus, how y'all know Jesus wasn't born on December 25th? Okay, if you know, let us know, and then let us know when you celebrate and how you celebrate. Because the rest of the world, believers and non-believers, celebrate on December 25th, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to celebrate on December 25th.
And all year long, 365 days of the year for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
and it's about how we live our lives, right?
Right.
It's not about giving the gifts and stuff on one particular day. It's about how we live our lives, how we treat one another,
Yes.
all that 365 every year, you know, and that's what's really about. But Yuletide vibes only. This is about Christmas vibes only. Usually our show can be a little bit, you know, thought-provoking, and we can get in there, we can just, you know, we can hit them upside the head with some stuff, and you can get it. But today I'm gonna be a little lighter, babe.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a little lighter. I'm gonna chill out on this one just a little bit, you know. And if I get that spark to really kind of
I
go,
got you.
okay,
I got
you gonna let me go there?
Hey, no, I'm gonna pull you back.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
This supposed we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have fun today,
We're gonna have
right? I'm gonna
fun,
cut
yeah.
loose. I got my red scarf on. We got our red on. My baby got my the Landis red. Can we hit that pose with him? Hit that pose with him. And hit that one more time. Okay, and one more for the road. All right. So you know how we doing in this
Right.
red, in this festive red Christmas. We doing it, y'all. Don't hate, appreciate. Red is in the building today. So you
Right.
guys, thank you again for tuning in. We just want to do a roll call. If you're on our
Yes.
social media pages, we want to hear from you. Want to make sure that you're on. Again, we're live on several different channels, you guys. Tune in, invite your friends, share on your wall. Let them know you got something positive to listen to, something positive to watch tonight while the kids are asleep, doing their thing. We're going to talk about the Yuletide vibes only, Christmas spirit. Christmas is this weekend, babe.
I know it came so
It
quickly.
came so quick. And here's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like it comes the same time every year.
But it seems like it speeds up for some reason.
I think it's after Thanksgiving. You guys
Yeah.
tell us if it's after Thanksgiving, it feels like December just goes as a
So
blur.
fast.
You know, and here we are this Sunday, Christmas Day, and it's like, you know, it hasn't been Christmas on a Sunday in a good minute, right? So y'all tell us what y'all doing on Sunday, because I know some some churches gonna have, you know, Christmas service on Sunday. Some are having it on Christmas Eve on
Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday.
I know we'll be on church on Sunday morning,
Yes.
because we finna get our worship in, we finna get our boogie on in the church, get our worship on right now, Christmas season. And if you're doing it on Saturday, let us know. If you're doing it on Sunday, hit the comment section. Let us know how you spending Christmas in worship in church. And if you even going to church, some of y'all be like, man, I'm finna be snoring, or putting the bikes together for the kids. It's all good. You
And
putting
cooking.
cooking, and you
Yeah.
getting the cakes and everything ready for the family to come through. It's all good. You can do your worship in your living room, right there, you know, in front of the TV or whatever, in front of your computer. That's technology nowadays. So no pressure, no condemnation. But if you're gonna spend it in church, if you're gonna spend it with family, however you're gonna do it, be festive, be
Yes.
happy, be jovial, and get it in, y'all. Get your
Yes.
celebration in, get your boogie on. You know, because this year, I mean, we can look back, and I'm not gonna put a damper on things, but man, we've lost a lot of people, right? We lost some people, and some people went home. And unexpectedly, some people were battling some illnesses and things. But if we're still here, and we still got life, I know that they would want us to be living.
Yes.
I know they would want us to really enjoy this Christmas season, because sometimes people can be down during Christmas.
Yes.
Family members can be down. But you know what? We on this broadcast tonight to pep you up,
Right.
to inspire you,
And
to
to
motivate
celebrate.
you, and to celebrate, you dig? So this is what it's all about. Share on your wall, living more with the Morgans.
Yes, please
We finna
share.
get it in, you guys.
Yes.
And so, Yuletide vibes only. What I wanted to really kind of come with tonight, honey, was the fact that Christmas means so much for different people. And really based on, I think sometimes really based on your childhood and what your upbringing is, you can either have fond memories of Christmas, or you can have some not so fond memories of Christmas.
True.
I know for me personally, man, I had some dope Christmases, man.
too.
Christmas for me was like off the hook, man. I love Christmas, and it's my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite holiday, you know, and it is for many reasons, you know, in my family, because I'm quick to tell people for me, I had a great childhood, right? I was the youngest of 4 siblings. I was spoiled. I ain't gonna lie. I was spoiled. I had great parents. I was the rarity that came from a 2-parent home in my community. And for me, Christmas was big, especially when I was real young. It was just big, and my parents went through so much to provide us with great experiences during Christmas. And I'm gonna get into more of that later on in the show. But, babe, what's your thoughts about Christmas? How do you feel about this holiday season?
Oh goodness, I love Christmas. I love this time of the year. I love the feeling of it. And it's just a wonderful time. I had such a good and great childhood as well. My parents and everything, they did all these great things. My mom, of course, she's a culinary, person. So we ate year round, but we ate so good. And going to grandma and when my grandma and grandpa was living and my other grandmother was living, my mother's mother, we would go down there and eat, and the uncles and aunts and cousins would come by, and we just, gosh, we had a great time. And just to watch them bring in their food and everything, and they in the kitchen, sisters and my mom and them that's talking about what you bring, what you cook. Did you cook that potato salad? Or did you bring, that cake? And everything just tastes, oh my gosh, so awesome.
And see, every culture does something different around Christmas, right? Whether you're celebrating Hanukkah, if you're Jewish, if you're African, or you come from West Africa and so forth, you might be celebrating Kwanzaa. And other, religious groups and everything are celebrating Christmas around this time. So everybody does something different. I know for us as black folks, usually there's gonna be some food somewhere involved. There's gonna be some soul food somewhere involved. And I know for me, and I know my mama's watching, so I know my mama's watching.
Tread lightly.
I'm going to tread lightly. For Christmas with us, though, it's funny. I remember the smells of the food at that time.
Yeah.
And my mom would be in there in the kitchen with my dad, and they'd be throwing down. And I can remember, and they didn't cook a whole lot of food. I don't remember being a whole lot because we had, my brothers and sisters and my parents. It was about 6 of us.
Sure.
And it would be very rare that we would have family come out of town. Our family is so widespread across the country that we wouldn't have a lot of people come into Dallas to really spend Christmas with us. But I remember in our immediate family, mom and dad would be in the kitchen and they'd be getting it in. And they didn't cook like turkey or anything, but if I remember correctly, dad would do like a ham.
Okay.
He would do like a ham or like a roast or whatever. Okay. Mom would do like the mac and cheese and some cornbread and stuff like that. Stuff that she could get down on. Mom, could, she had a little thing that she could get down on, and Pops had his thing he'd get down on. And they would usually make some kind of cake or something, or like a cheesecake or something like that. So I remember the smells of Christmas, man. I remember the smells, and I remember the preparation that Pop would put into it, leading up to Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And see, my dad, he loved Christmas because, and if I remember correctly, he would do all of or most of the Christmas decorations outside himself.
Okay.
Right? So the house would be lit up. And back then, people would really go out and go all out for decorating their homes for outside.
Right.
And dad would be out there on the ladder in the bushes. I know mom would be helping them, or some of us every now and then we'd go out there and help him. But he enjoyed doing it for himself. Wow. One, because he was an artist and he was picky, so he wanted to see everything come to light with what he did and what he created. Yeah. And he'd be out there on that ladder and hooking up all them wires and everything and testing everything and making sure everything was on it. And if a bulb was out, he'd be hot and he'd be running to Walmart to buy another bulb or something. But when he would plug that bad boy in, as kids, for me, the baby, the youngest, that would just be like, it's Christmas, man. It's Christmas. That tree would go up after Thanksgiving, and he'd help. We'd have our little homemade ornaments and stuff to put on there, and stuff we made in school and everything. And that was just amazing for us. What are some good memories for you, baby?
Oh goodness. I guess the same thing, watching, we helped my dad put the lights around the house. And it just doing that with him and mom and putting up the Christmas tree, and because I was in the country, we had live Christmas trees. We had that, so we didn't get artificial Christmas trees a lot. So I remember that growing up. I remember the smells. I remember my mom started cooking days before.
Wow.
Yeah. And she would come up with new recipes. There's some things that me and Essence talk about quite often that
that your mom did.
that my mom
that's
did
what's up,
and
yeah.
everything. And before I say that, you guys, if you could share some things that you did on Christmas or growing up, what is some fun things that you remember? And just share it. We're here. We want to share. We want to talk about that because it's so good to go back.
Absolutely.
And to think about your childhood. It just brings such great memories for us.
And if you've got some good memories, if you got some great things, some food items, different things, different memories that you can think of, recipes, hit us up in the comments right now. Just type them in. We want to share those live on the broadcast. Whoever is on, you guys, go ahead and hit those comments up and let us know what was some good memories about your Christmas as a kid or even as an adult, or that you share with your kids now. Right? If you've got children now and you're creating special Christmas moments for your kids now, what are some things, some ideas that you can give us? Well, we ain't got no kids, no babies yet. We got a grown baby, but we ain't got we ain't got no little kids yet. But when we do, what are some good ideas that we can do to really, because it's a different generation, it's a different time. We've got a lot of technology, you got a lot of different kind of toys and different things now. Where back in the day, if we got a bike and a slinky, I mean that was on point.
Do you remember Mattel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God, you guys, do you remember Mattel when they would come out with the catalog? No,
that wasn't my time.
Okay,
I didn't know about the catalog, but I remember they had the doll company, right? They did all the dolls and everything.
They had every toy.
Okay.
A whole lot of toys.
Okay.
And they would come out and you would look through that book, me and my brother Alton, we would go through it and we were looking like, oh, I want this, I want that.
Yeah.
And we would kind of tell mom and dad what we would want because when we would see it, we were like, okay, when I was growing up, there was a doll. It's called Life Size Doll.
Okay.
And the doll was just about as tall as you were. I wanted that doll so bad.
Okay.
And when I tell you one Christmas,
oh, you got it.
I got the doll.
Snap. Okay.
And then a Baby Alive. If you guys remember Baby Alive, you could feed her and she would eat the food.
Wow. I bet it was stank messy up in that mug. that old bad artificial food you feeding this doll. Jesus.
Look, it was fun.
Yeah.
An easy bake oven for me.
Okay.
My brother had G.I. Joe, Slinky, Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head, yeah. See,
Bikes.
And it's funny because I guess, and we are two different generations. Like my wife, she's Gen X. I'm a millennial. I just eased in and squeezed in to become a millennial. But the times were different because it wasn't the Mattel catalog for us.
Okay, what was it?
It was Toys R Us. Toys R Us would do the newspaper inserts.
That's right.
So every week, when mom and dad would come home with a newspaper, I'm in that insert trying to find what's the newest joints that Toys R Us got. And I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get more into that because anybody who knows me, my childhood, they know that I was very detailed in the kind of Christmas list I would put out.
You do it now.
I wouldn't try to
do it now.
I wouldn't try to disclose that, honey. Thank you. But when I was a kid, that Toys R Us little catalog, the newspaper insert, that joint got some work back in the day.
Really?
I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But I see some comments on here, and I wanted to comment on my page. We've got Quishella. What's going on, sis? She is on, and she said, waking up early, praying as a family before we would open presents, and then we would get dressed and ready for church, and then we would always have a nice big family gathering afterwards, playing games, etc. Just having a great time, enjoying family. That's what's up.
That's so awesome.
And that's what it should be, And if you've got some ideas, if you've got some other memories that you guys can share or want to share on the broadcast, feel free to do so in the comments. We will definitely, when we can read them and get to them, we'll definitely get to those and share those because this is what it's about, you guys. We got enough doom and gloom. We got enough bad stories. We got enough stuff that we can scroll down our timelines and see all this junk and mess. But this show tonight, this is about that Yuletide vibes only. And this is about spreading that Christmas cheer. What you got,
Right.
baby?
Oh, Mother Carolyn Myers is on, and she said we had a food feast. She said Mama started cooking a week before Christmas. My mom too. My
Wow.
mom, my aunts, all of her sisters and brothers. That's what we did.
A whole week before?
Yeah, to get the
Wow.
pies and stuff ready.
Okay, yeah.
Start with the pies, the cake. See, that stuff, that lasts. So
Right.
you didn't have to worry about, okay, if it's spoiled. When we get that, my mom was getting that ready. So Mother Carolyn, yes, and thank you for being on. And I see my cousin Chris is on. Chris, I know you have some stories because my cousin can throw down that grill,
Yes.
fish, anything.
Chris, I was supposed to, okay, Brother Man was supposed to teach me how to barbecue about 2 years ago.
Chris.
No, I think it was COVID. I think COVID happened.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was COVID. So yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I'll let you off the hook on that, Chris. But I got to get it in this coming summer, brother.
Yeah, and also Tamika Long is on. Hey, sis.
What's going on,
And
Tamika?
she said her favorite memories were shopping at Redbird Mall for Christmas.
Oh,
And
Cliff.
seeing the lights.
Oh, Cliff.
She said my mom used to argue who was my mom used to argue who was going to get the bowl or the spoon after grandma baked cakes and pies.
Oh, yeah.
We did that
Yeah,
too
we
with
did
my
that too.
mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
awesome.
good. I love it. Yeah.
And she said my favorite Christmas present was the pocket rocker.
Rocker.
I don't remember that
Pocket
one.
rocker. Sis, me and you around the same
Pocket
age.
rocker.
What is that?
No, I think Tamika's
It's-
around my age, isn't she?
Tamika, you
How old are you, Tamika? Let us know. Let us know. Hit us in the comments.
Yeah.
Disclose your age. Tell your age.
because she the one. Me and her got the beat, but right?
Yeah, she old. That's right.
Oh.
Y'all is old.
Tamika, get him, son. You get him.
Yeah, y'all all up there. If y'all had them beepers and them bricks on the side
Y'all
of your
see
hip.
what I deal
Yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah.
Look
So-
at this.
So I think and
She 42.
see, she my age. See, I'll be
Oh.
42 January 5th. Capricorn.
Wow.
It's Capricorn season, people. Capricorn season. January 5th. Hit the Cash App.
Oh,
Lingerie. Cash App. Lingerie. 42. Let's get it. No, but on the but on the cool, I think for us, I had that Christmas list long, and see, I ain't gonna lie, and I wrote in cursive too when I was a kid.
No, you did
Oh, I
not.
wrote in cursive, right? So I had to, I would make it neat,
Yeah,
and because, and I'll be honest, I was writing to Santa.
that's right.
I was writing to Santa Claus, and so I
Yeah.
wanted him to know that I had been good the whole year.
Yeah.
And I was innocent, and I was good, and I was bringing home the good grades and the
You
straight.
was bringing home them good
I was
grades,
bringing
but
home-
innocent now. Go ahead.
What you
Let's
talking about, Willis?
Keep on. Let's go, bro, because you weren't
what you talking about?
5 years
was-
old dating. Come on. Anyway,
what you talking
let's
about?
go.
I was always innocent. I was always good. I brought home the best grades. I mean, so when I was writing that list to Santa,
Mm-hmm.
I had to make sure that he could. I didn't misspell nothing, right? Because I didn't want him to. I
You
didn't want him
gonna
to.
give you the wrong thing.
I didn't want him to get the wrong thing. There was certain thing it had to be specific, right? You give me the
Right.
wrong color or something, my face gonna be long all Christmas Day. So, no, but on the cool, I mean, I was super spoiled, you guys. And I would, with the Toys R Us insert, I would cut out the pictures of the things I want, right? So
That's
that
a great
so
idea.
mom and dad and Santa would not get the wrong thing.
Oh,
And I would
wow.
point to the picture, get this one, I would circle it, draw an arrow, and then right by it, I would have all the details of what it's called, how much it costs, the color that I want, or the size or whatever that came with it.
You still do that today.
I still do that today. I still do that today.
And his gifts are not cheap. I mean, literally, you're gonna rob Wells Fargo.
Whatever. Whatever.
Truth.
No. I just like nice. I just appreciate nice things.
Yeah.
Babe. I just appreciate nice things, right?
Yeah.
Now your gifts ain't cheap neither. So
No,
don't.
it's not. but-
So don't even front, Negro, because
It
you got
isn't.
some expensive gifts too.
Yeah, it is.
I ain't studied you like that. And so I would take that insert, cut them pictures out, have it all listed out.
Right.
And that joint would be long, about a good 3 pages long.
3
In
pages.
cursive, right? In cursive. Addressed to Santa and Mom and Dad. And I put it on the refrigerator with the magnets.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, you know what time it is. December 25th. yeah, that thing need to pop.
Right.
So, but again, I was very detailed. I was very just spoiled. And
Yeah.
if my brother is watching and my sisters are watching, they know what time it is. I definitely was. And back then, Christmas was really Christmas was really about kids and the toys and and the games and different things like
Yes,
that.
of
And so
course.
I would make my little list for it.
Yeah.
And mom and dad, years later, I would come to understand and know that they worked hard, man.
Yeah.
They worked hard, especially my mom.
Too. Yeah.
My mom, she was more of the breadwinner because at that time my dad couldn't work because of his physical ailment
Yes.
and stuff that was going on with the VA hospital and everything, all right, blah blah blah. Him being a veteran, so
Right.
mom was busting it. I mean, she was doing it, y'all, and they would come together on Christmas morning, and they were working miracles for a brother. They were working miracles for all of us, and I'm gonna dig more into that here in a little bit. But if you've got some Christmas memories, if you got what's a good toy or game that you grew up with that you wanted as a kid, and that you woke up Christmas morning, you was anticipating that thing, and you opened that box up, tore that wrapping off, and there it was.
Yeah. It was them Baby Alive for me.
Baby alive. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I was like,
See, I don't remember. I vaguely remember that. I think they had those when I was a kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
Well,
I
they-
mean,
well-
up until now they still have them.
What, they made out of wood?
No, it wasn't made wood. Why would a doll be made out of wood?
You know them old dolls back in
See how he
that
does
the Native
me.
Americans used to play
See
with.
how he does me. He wanted an older woman, and now he talks about it. Okay,
I'm tripping. I'm just messing.
You're a mess.
I'm messing. So there was the Baby Alive, and then didn't y'all have like the did y'all have like board games and stuff back then?
Oh yeah, we had Monopoly.
Okay.
What other games did we have? We had other games, of course, checkers
Right.
and stuff like that, little chess games and stuff like that. We had
Okay.
all of that. So yeah, we grew up with that, and we had quite a bit of board games, cards,
Okay.
playing different kind of cards like Go Fish.
Okay.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember Go
Okay,
Fish.
yeah, we played games like that. That was fun. I mean, Baby Alive is up until I believe, I don't remember. I think when Essence was a baby, she had a Baby Alive.
Okay.
I know she had the Bratz dolls.
Okay.
Okay, because you bought some of those.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
remember. I remember.
Yeah, the Bratz dolls.
Those were huge. Those were big back
wow.
a couple years ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to get on the comments here, and there's a couple of comments that we have,
Okay, great.
and I want to go back. Let's see. Okay, so Tamika said that she got a pocket rocker. She said it was dope. It came with miniature tapes like Whitney. I do not remember that, Tamika. Pocket rocker. I'm gonna Google that when we get
Yeah,
out
she
the show.
said to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna Google that joint.
And she said Atari.
Right.
Remember Atari?
Oh, I remember getting Atari. Yes. Oh, she said Atari.
Yes.
My Atari, I still have it with all the original games. I never played it. What planet were you on? The Atari was the joint. I remember when I got the Atari. I remember when I got the Atari. Yes, it was the Atari 2600. I know my brother is watching. My brother Ken. We got the Atari 2600, and it came like in this black and brown box. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I remember how spoiled I was because I really wanted the Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I wanted the Nintendo. I put on my list that was on the refrigerator in big, bold letters, and I spelled it incorrectly. I remember it like it was yesterday. I called it Nintendo, and it was Nintendo.
Okay.
And I wanted the Nintendo, and Christmas morning, I'll never forget it, babe. I was expecting a Nintendo. And my dad was old school enough that in our stockings, they would start with the stockings first, right? Before we would unwrap the gifts, we'd have all the stockings on the chimney, and they would hand out all the stockings for all of us, right?
Right.
So my dad was old school. We digging down in the stocking. We have a couple of toys and a couple of little, like playing cards, Old Maid or whatever.
Old
and
Maid,
then, and then,
yes,
and
that
then
was
we
a
get
good
to the bottom, and this oranges and apples and yeah, and nuts and pecans and walnuts. And I'm looking in the bottom.
cane.
I'm looking in the bottom of the stocking like, Dad, what is this? What is this? Why?
See how spoiled
Why
he
do I
is?
have fruit in the bottom? I need more toys. I need candy. I need stuff that's gonna rot my teeth. And you got oranges and apples here. But I remember opening that box, thinking it was the Nintendo. Oh, I was so spoiled, and I'm so sorry. Rest in peace, Pop, Mom. And I remember opening that gift, and I know my face dropped. I know it dropped, and I was trying to hold it in and hold in the tears because it was not what I wanted. It's not what I asked for. It was not on the list. And I remember being so inside. I remember being so disappointed not seeing the Nintendo. Yes, I remember not seeing. And y'all, I feel bad about it even now, 30 some odd years later. But I remember my dad hooking that game up to the TV. And he bought several different games. And I think came with a couple of games. Came with like Pac-Man, Millipede, Centipede, Dig Dug. You know, it came with some cool games. And we played the heck out that game.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, it was so lit. It was so lit with that Atari, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It was so lit. And it had the black joystick, right? The black base joystick it had like one button, like one red button and the black knob, and that was it.
That was it.
And we played that thing, and I had such a great Christmas with that Atari 2600, thinking that I was gonna be disappointed because I didn't get the Nintendo.
Right.
But Pops and Moms, they worked miracles that Christmas. But there's another one I'm gonna talk to you guys about here in a little bit. But I remember that Atari, Tamika, and I had one as well on Christmas morning.
Really?
Yes.
And you know, Papa is on, and he said,
What are you talking about?
Papa said, I want 10 things for Christmas. Okay, Papa. That's our spiritual father, Apostle Sean, Apostle Dr. Sean and Nike.
Hold on.
He said he wants 10 things for Christmas.
Hold on.
He wants some Pellegrino.
Pellegrino. Hold on. We'll come back to you, Papa. Hold on. We'll come back to you. Hold on. Hold that there. Put a pin there. I want to go to real quick. Mother Myers said she got a 1957 transitory radio.
Oh, transistor.
Okay, transistor radio. I'm not sure what that is.
It's like, oh gosh, I can't explain. It's an old radio with the antenna.
Okay.
And you could turn to different radio stations.
Okay.
With a knob.
Oh,
right,
wow.
Mother? I believe that's right.
Mother Myers, let us know if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm definitely going to have to Google what is a transistor radio. That is definitely before my time, but that sounds like an amazing gift. 1957, I know that joint was. If you still have that, I know that's probably worth tons of money right now.
Yeah, I'm sure
Wow.
if she has it. And thank you, Minister Sheila. James Turner is on, and she said that Baby Alive, they still have it. I thought
they still have the baby. Okay.
We saw one.
Baby Alive.
Yes. I have to get you to. I have to see it.
I have to see it. Okay. And you can still feed it food and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. It might be up. I don't know. It might be picking it up and feeding itself now. I don't know.
That's scary, y'all. I don't know what y'all doing. Baby Alive.
It had the diaper, I believe. You had to put the diaper on the baby.
And it would actually.
Because remember, as girls and we grew up learning how to be homemakers. That's just what they did.
That's
we
true.
had, you guys over there trying to.
We had the dope toys. Y'all had the whack toys.
Y'all over there trying to blow up stuff.
No, y'all had the little whack dolls and stuff. We had the Transformers and the He-Mans and G.I. Joe. We had them dope toys.
When you have your daughter, she's not going to want
you buying the stuff for her.
You will be.
I ain't gonna buy nothing for her.
See, look.
I ain't buying them girly toys.
He's gonna buy them.
So you guys.
Hey, Mother.
Yes, Sister Turner. She said that. Okay, so the Baby Alive, they still have them.
Okay, I thought so.
And she tagged in our sis Omega Morgan. Omega, get up in here. Get up in this podcast and talk to us. Now, Papa, back to Papa. He said he's got his Christmas list, but on the 50th list. What, Papa? What you talking about? What you saying? All I heard was Pellegrino is on your list.
Yes, and Mom is on. She said Barbie was everything.
Barbie.
It was.
Hey, Mama. Barbie.
Everything.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
See, and that's the thing. It's
50s
like,
Barbie, they had different kinds. 50s Barbies, the 60s Barbies. Oh my goodness.
And see, those are all collector's items now.
Yes.
If people would have held on to those old toys and stuff, like when I was a kid.
Wish I had.
I wish I would have too.
Me too.
When I was a kid, I was big into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I still
You
am.
still.
I still am.
He said when he was a kid, he's
Oh,
still into
y'all,
the Ninja
I
Turtles.
love them Ninja Turtles, man. I got the game in there in my
He
office
has
right
the
now.
game in the office.
And I tell you, I remember Christmas morning waking up to all these action figures, all these Ninja Turtle figures. That was big for us, man.
Yeah.
That was big.
That's
Papa saying,
awesome.
okay, so Pellegrino, and no, Mother Myers said that it sounds like an amazing battery operated radio. Gotcha. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
And then Mama's saying she had all the Barbie accessories. See, that's
I
why
had most of them.
that's why Mama's so prissy and dainty now.
Yeah, but we played with dolls. I mean, yeah, you had to put the clothes on them. Mom, do
Absolutely.
you remember the dolls where they were made? I think you cut them out and you put the clothes on them. You kind of.
Oh wow.
Oh, Landa, that was
No,
fun. And yeah, you had to cut out the figure.
See, it's no wonder women are smarter than us. Women, y'all are smarter than us boys because we wasn't cutting out nothing. We wasn't putting together nothing unless it was Legos. We was dumb and we playing with our action figures with Spider-Man and He-Man, and that was it.
Yeah, and the race cars.
And the race cars.
You remember those? You might not remember. My brother, if he comes on, he'll remember you had the race cars with the loop.
This loop, oh yeah.
But you had to pull the
Yeah,
thing from
yeah.
the back so it could go.
Now I had those.
Did
yeah,
you have one
I
of
had
those?
those. I had plenty of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had those. We had the the Hot Wheels.
Hot
And those would be like little stocking stuffers that Dad and Mom would put in our stockings for
Yeah.
Hot Wheels and stuff.
Yeah.
We had. But see, you know what I love? I love toy trains. I love trains.
I had one.
Yeah.
My brother and our mom and dad got us one for Christmas, and it had the, it made the choo choo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We had one too. I love trains.
Yeah, I remember I had this real big one, probably about the size. Oh, I can't even remember. I know it was big. And I remember Mom and Dad bought that for me. I don't think it was for Christmas, because I think I remember having it before Christmas. But it was a
Really?
huge train,
Okay.
and it was very detailed. I mean, they had the little trees and the figurines. I mean, it was just it was so dope. I love trains today because of that.
Yes.
What else we got on?
And Mother Myers, right? Those paper dolls came in a book. You're right, Mother Myers. It did.
Oh, wow.
And Mom had a pink bike. She said she ran errands because your grandmother would call your name down the street and tell you to come
Right.
down how many houses down and tell you, come over here and go to the store for me. She tell me that story.
Wow.
It's so sweet.
So
I
several
love
people
it.
in here said paper dolls. So Sister
Paper
Turner said
dolls.
paper dolls.
Oh,
Tamika
Sister
paper doll. I
yes.
don't remember none of that.
It
Okay,
was so much fun.
but Tamika, she remembered the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, of course. And you know what else? You were mentioning the candy and the fruit and stuff.
Yeah.
My parents did the same thing. My uncles and
Yeah.
aunts, we would get stockings with all of that in it. When my dad, where he worked at, which was so much fun, they would give him a box filled with ham, turkey, all the trimmings that go with it, the vegetables, all of that candy, fruit, all of that, nuts would be in that box. It would be huge. I'll never forget that. And the candy that was the ribbon colored candy, they were red and white and green. You remember those? We used to love it, just eating all of that. And man, it just brings so many memories back.
What are some of the things? Because I know now there were some things during Christmas that I know we did not want to see.
Which is what?
Fruitcake.
My aunt, oh God, rest
Why
her soul.
was it always? And no slight
My mom
to
can't
my
stand it.
elderly people. We love y'all. I love my elderly people. But why do old people always have to bring you fruitcake for Christmas?
Why? Because
Or that hard candy that all clumps up together that ain't nobody finna eat, and it's gonna sit there till next Christmas. Like,
Right.
why? I want all my elderly people. We love you. You have wisdom. You have God-given wisdom. Buy us better candy. Give your kids and grandkids better candy. Not raisins, not oranges and nuts.
that's everyday stuff.
Good
y'all.
candy. Good candy. Jesus.
But that fruit cake, my aunt, my dad's oldest sister, she would do that. She would come up to the house and she would have, hey, I brought a fruit cake for y'all. It was like, okay, Mama said, yeah, thank you. Boy, when she would leave, my mom said, ain't nobody gonna eat this mess. My mama would go ahead and just put it to the side.
Right.
My dad didn't even like fruitcake. I don't understand fruitcake. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
It's gross.
just stop making it.
Right.
If you make fruitcake,
Right.
just stop, please.
Yes.
You're ruining people's Christmases by making fruitcake and wrapping it up in saran wrap in them bricks. Ain't nobody eating it, y'all. Stop. Make a pound cake. Make a sakatumi cake. Make something different. Gingerbread, something. Kill it with the fruitcakes, you guys. So Sister Turner said at church for Christmas every year they will give out fruit bags with nuts, peppermints.
Okay.
I thought she was going to say fruitcake. Give out fruit bags with nuts, peppermints, an orange, and an apple and an orange. Absolutely, yeah. See, I remember getting the fruits and nuts in the bag. I don't know if that's an old school thing. If you ain't African American, do you do that? Do my African brothers and sisters do that? My Indian sisters. Do you guys give away like fruits and nuts and stuff? Because we would get that like religiously.
What did you guys
on Christmas.
do? Read Mother Myers. It's funny.
What did she say, Mother Myers?
Mother Myers said, right here.
I don't see her coming.
You making me laugh.
Oh,
Okay, you
it.
see it?
She said, "You making me laugh." Fruitcake were luxuries that we only got at Christmas. Plus, they had alcohol in them. And hard candy was a luxury that we only got at Christmas time. And I still look forward to this day at Christmas to have in the house. That's what's up. I can't.
I get it.
I
Okay.
get it. I cannot argue with that at all, Mother Myers. And I love you for it.
Yes.
And if you come to church Sunday with some fruitcake,
Don't burn them.
we'll gladly receive it, Mother Myers, with a smile. We love you, Mother Myers.
We love you, Mother.
And like I said, if you bring the fruitcake, we will receive it with a smile.
Okay.
And toss it in the dumpster on our way out.
We'll just give it to Apostle Ron.
Yeah, we'll just give it to Papa and Apostle Ron.
Apostle.
They'll eat it.
Papa ain't gonna eat it.
They'll eat it.
Apostle Ron.
Yeah.
Apostle, I know you, Ron. I know you looking. So
Yeah, he'll eat it. He'll eat it. But you guys,
yes.
so many great memories.
So many great memories.
And we want to create new ones, you guys. And so while we're almost an hour into the show already, and before we go further and before we wrap up our show for the evening, we got to do what we always got to do, you guys. And we got to pay bills. It's Christmas season, and folks want their money.
And I need our lights on.
And we need our lights on. All this that you see, we need electricity to stay on.
Yeah.
And so we're going to pay these bills with a couple of commercials, you guys. Don't go anywhere. The show is still popping. We're still talking about Yuletide vibes only. All right? So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back after these messages, you guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
Where can I find a professional logo designer? Wow, nice. Infusion Design Solutions. Visit us online at infusion.com. Today, people and business owners have a ton of options to choose from. When it comes to web developers, graphic designers, social media marketing, branding, and the list goes on. And that might not be such a good thing. What if there was one company that you and your business could trust that could provide all these services at prices
that won't eat up your business capital before it gets off the ground. From logo design, branding, custom website development, hosting, social media marketing, print media design, and more, Infusion does it all under one roof with a team of professionals that are just a phone call away. Infusion Design Solutions, the infusion of exceptional design and affordability. Visit us online at infusion.com.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Landis Jeray Morgan, and I'm here with my beautiful wife.
I'm Rotunda Morgan.
Yes, you are. And we want to invite you to our new podcast, Living More with the Morgans. You can tune in on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time on all of our social media platforms, on Facebook, Twitter, and on our official YouTube channel at Living More with the Morgans. You can also follow us and like us on Instagram at Living More with the Morgans. We'll see you there.
Be there.
All right, you guys, and we're back to Living More with the Morgans.
We're back.
And you guys are tuned in to tonight's episode of Yuletide Vibes Only, you guys. And before we wrap up our show, I definitely want to not only relive the memories, but I want to give us a charge. I want to give us a charge to definitely look to create new memories.
Yes.
Definitely look to create new moments, because it's always good to reflect. It's always good to think back on what was and how things were and our favorite foods and some of our favorite gifts and favorite moments. But I think going forward, particularly if you have kids or if you're married, or even if you're single, whatever position you're in, whatever status you're in right now, you can create great moments that you're going to be telling 20 years from now, 30 years from now, right?
Yes.
So it's good to reflect, it's good to reminisce, but what about today? What about now? What can we do differently now to make it better, to where we're creating stuff that we're going to remember and we're going to talk about and we're going to laugh about now? And you know what? And you may not have all that you want. Right? You may not be in the house that you want to be in. You may not have all the stuff, right? Your money might be a little funny and tight right now. Right. But if you're alive and you're breathing, if you're on this side of the dirt, you can create some memories. You can exhale and say, thank God, I'm still here.
And strength.
I got health, I got strength.
Yes.
Even if the movies are open, the movie theater is open on Christmas Day.
Right.
Even if you just go to a movie, a $5, $6 movie, get you a bag of popcorn and share a soda. Yeah. And watch Black Panther too, or whatever. Right. You can create new memories on Christmas Day. You don't have to have all the big, huge tree. If you have it, great, that's awesome. Nothing against it. But you don't have to have it. Right. Again, this is about celebrating the birth of our Savior, Jesus. Yes. This is about family. Yes. And if you don't have family coming into town, like I said, if you've got friends, close friends, spend that time with them. Yes. Put aside something. If it's going out and getting a cheeseburger together, do something. Not just don't just sit in the house or sit alone or and wallow in. No. And I want to also tell people, let's dispel this myth that we have to always spend money and go broke for Christmas.
Right.
Because we don't have to, you guys.
No.
You know, and I'm appreciative of what my parents did.
And so am I.
And I'm appreciative that they sacrificed for us to have great memories and great Christmases.
Right.
But I think as we get older, we know better and we do better.
Right.
And we don't have to struggle and spend all of our money and spend half of our rent money to give presents and gifts to people. Right. Right, to show them that we love them. Right. And I'm telling people out there that you don't have to do that either. You can show people that you love them by spending little to no money.
Yeah.
But spending time.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
And engaging with one another. It's now, something that my spiritual father said today, and it just resonates with me right now, is that in the time that we live in now, you guys, it's so important for us to have family and have close friends and people to be with and spend time with. Like you said earlier, you know, people are leaving here. People feel alone, and we don't want anyone that's watching our broadcast to feel alone and to be alone. We all have to do better at reaching out to one another, communicating, and extending that love to one another. You guys, we need each other. And around this time of the year, we have to remember God wants us to love each other and spend time and be there for one another. It is so much more important now. Even now, I remember there were some Christmases that it was stand for us.
Oh, yeah.
But I reminded you, and we were reminded of that what I have, I pray for, which is you.
Amen. Thank you, baby. You know what I did?
Right.
I wrote down my list, and I got you. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I wrote down a 4-page list to God. It wasn't for Christmas, but I wrote down a 4-page list on what I wanted in a wife. That detailed list that I used to do for Christmas and put up on the refrigerator, I wrote it to God this time. And look what I have here today. I have exactly what I asked for.
Thank you.
So, you don't need a whole bunch of money. And use wisdom, family. Don't go broke trying to buy handbags and shoes and big screen televisions and all this different stuff and iPads. And no, don't go out here and waste your money and dump your money. In fact, take that money and invest it in yourself.
Yes.
Invest it in your family. Invest it in your business. Invest it in you.
Yes.
Now, I will say this, though. If you do feel the urge and you got a little extra money that you want to spend for Christmas gifts, why not spend that money at landageray.com?
Right.
Right now, for all of our listeners and viewers and followers of Living More with the Morgans, you can go online at landageray.com, LANDAGHERRA.com, and in your checkout, go ahead and add all that you want to your cart, and in checkout, you can put in the code Live More, and you can take 20% off your entire purchase at landageray.com. I had to throw that in.
Oh, and it's worth it.
And it's worth
Love
it, you
it.
guys.
Yes.
Beautifully packaged.
Yes.
Right on time for the holidays. If you order, we can most likely get it out to you before Christmas and get it
Yes.
under the tree for Christmas Day. If not, it'll definitely be there next week before the new year.
Right.
But again, all of our followers and our listeners and our viewers that are tuned in to Living More with the Morgans right now or following us on our social media pages, we want to invite you to landageray.com. And we have tons of gifts for you ready. Apparel, what my wife is wearing right now, different things for the winter, and you can take 20% off your entire order at landageray.com. And so you guys, I want to tell one more story before we get out of here, and I want you to tell one.
Okay, I want to.
You go first.
I also wanted to say the memories that I had when it was just Essence and I. You know, I think this time of the year, you know, even the more we need to give people their flowers. And my daughter, our daughter, at that time, you know, when you came in her life, and she was almost 9 or 9.
She was 9.
9. She didn't beg for anything. You know, if you know, I asked, what do you want for Christmas, and she would get it. But she was just such a sweet young girl, a baby, and a young girl, and growing up even now as an adult, 29 years old. So if she's watching this, we want to say to her, there are so many things you've done for us.
Yes.
Your love is
Unparalleled.
Unparalleled.
Unmatched.
You are a beautiful young lady. We love you. We're proud of you.
Absolutely.
You gave me and us nothing but just joy, and I'm just excited for what God is going to do for you. And
Absolutely.
I just wanted to say that to her.
Yes.
And I wanted to say one more thing. And this is going to be hard for me to get through, but I have to say it. You who have parents, love on your parents. My mother has gone through, my parents are 88 and 96. And Christmas and everything, my mom made it happen, you know. Just done everything from just going to schools and all the things that we grew up doing. She was there, PTA, every activity. My mother was there. And right now, my mother has memory issues. So love on your parents. My dad, he does well, but he can't walk. So if you have any beef with anybody,
Squash it.
please.
Kill it.
My parents mean everything to me. I'll tell anybody, my mother said something to me when her mother died at 109 years old. She said it didn't matter how old she was when she left here, that was still my mama.
Yes.
And people who still have their parents and people that don't have their parents, you know, if you are a parent, make sure that you're there for your children. If you can't give them everything, give them you. Give them yourself. But to those who have parents that are still living, make sure that you are there for them. And don't make any excuses.
No.
Every time you can get with them, be with them. You know, my mother tonight, I talked to her on FaceTime, and my mother can FaceTime. And I said, well, Mom, where you at? She had a red on, and she said, well, I'm down here, we eating and stuff. And I said, well, what you eating? She's like, she told me, she said, I didn't eat really a lot. I wasn't really hungry. I said, okay. And she said, I said, y'all having a party? And she said, no, it's not a party. And then I heard her friend, which is one of the nurses that comes next door to her friend. And she said, yes, we had a party. I said, well, what party you have, Mom? And she didn't remember. So it's hard for me. So you guys ask for your prayers. I haven't talked about this. I haven't said anything. And my mother's been going through this since 2018. But we know God is still faithful. He's still able. He has gotten her through a lot. She's doing well. She know her kids, grandkids, and she loves my husband. So I just wanted to say, don't allow anything to keep you from your family. If there's issues, please go and talk to one another and just let it go. If it's something that nobody wants to forgive each other, you know, they don't want to forgive you for it, and if you've done something, do your part and continue to love. And I got that from Prophetess Beverly. Love anyway.
Right.
And I just wanted to say that. And sorry for crying.
No, you're good. You're good. And thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
I think you're absolutely right. I think those who have parents, even if your relationship is strained right now, even if you have some difficulties, pick up the phone.
Please.
Pick up the phone and say something. Don't
Yes.
text. Don't text. Even if you have to leave a voicemail,
Right.
you know, pick up the phone and say something to your parents. Hey, Mom, hey, Dad, Grandma, whomever.
Yeah.
Whoever raised you. Just tell them, I'm thinking about you and I love you. And Merry Christmas. And start there. Start there. It may be a few words that can come out. No, regardless of what your situation is and the relationship that you had in the past, let it start there with just a few words. Let it start there by you being the bigger person. Even if they won't pick up the phone, even if they acting funny, acting silly, you be the bigger person and pick up the phone. Don't text. Don't Facebook.
Yes.
Pick up the phone and hear their voice.
Right. And if they don't say anything, leave a message.
And leave a message.
Right.
And to those who have lost a loved one, who have
Yes.
lost a parent, I lost my father in 2005. To those who have lost a loved one, again, if you can remember the good times, if you can remember the good conversations, even if it was just one conversation that you had. Remember that and reflect on that. Reflect on the good. And if you have mementos of your parents, maybe some old pictures, maybe an old video that you want to watch, maybe it's a necklace or a charm bracelet or something, an old gift that they gave you. Go reminisce with it. Go pull it out of the drawer and go put it on. Go wear it. Go enjoy it. Go smell it again. Not to make you sad, but to remember that their presence was there.
Yes.
And to remember that you had great and good times with them while they were here.
Yes.
Just to be thankful.
Yes.
Thankful that you had parents. Thankful that you had grandparents.
Yes.
Thankful that you had siblings, brothers and sisters, or whomever that you may have lost. Don't make this a day in a season of depression. Make this a season where you're grateful for living.
Yes.
And let God add more life on top of the life that you're living now.
That's good.
To those in hospital beds right now.
Yes.
To those that are struggling with illnesses and sickness and diseases.
Yes.
Of course, my wife and I and millions of people around the world are praying.
Yes.
And our prayer is that you feel the love even where you are right now in that hospital room or in that recovery room. Because this is about the season of giving. This is the season of celebration. And even if you're on the brink of transitioning to the other side, if you know Christ, you sure enough got a reason to celebrate. Because for you, it's finna be off the chain glorious. Now that may be hard to say and hard to fathom, but to be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord. And so, even though the transition could be tough for loved ones right now that are struggling with that, if they believed in Him, then we can still celebrate. My dad, I can still celebrate. And I also celebrate with our spiritual parents. I celebrate with new friends,
Yes.
new family that's still around.
Yes.
My brother, my sister,
Yes.
their families, their kids.
Yes.
Don't be alone. You don't have to be.
Yes.
I don't care if you need to inbox me and my wife and we'll do a video with you. We'll get on Zoom with you.
Right.
On Christmas Day.
Right.
We'll get on Zoom with you personally and spend some time with you. Don't be alone. Don't be alone.
Yes.
So you guys, we love you.
We love you.
And the next time we come on, we'll be almost in the new year.
Yes.
Next Tuesday, I believe the 27th,
Yes.
will be a few days from the new year, January 1st.
Yes.
But until then, you guys,
Till then.
this Sunday, Christmas Day,
Yes.
we want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas.
God
Babe.
bless. Yes. God bless you guys. We love you so much. And enjoy your time.